little bit too sketchy. Only a 25-second death timer. So not enough time to really go for Roche, but the smoke from T1 trying to wrap around. But you can see the position for PSG LGD. There is the initiation. That's going to be the first duel victory for Cuckoo. And when it's this early in the game, it's really difficult to go get Roche because the timers are so low and they didn't really expend anything. RP's still in line. If he had used his RP, then maybe.
Yeah. Important there for Faith Beyond to cancel it, right? It was a very quick reaction from both players, really. He blinked up and RP'd and canceled it immediately as soon as the Legion commander blinked out. Like, this is some really fast reaction. So you see the courier here finding that observable ward, so they know that's the case. Really, really close to blowing the RP there, but Cuckoo obviously with that ward pre-placed had his finger on the blink button and got out. And all right, only 1K lead now for PSG LGD. That was the biggest gold swing that T1 have had go their way in the entire game.
Yeah, absolutely. As we're going to see Whitemon get picked off.
Oh, RP. Nice press.
Okay. Well, that didn't result in much. And here's the duel onto the Dragon Knight. Right back down to Whitemon, but it looks like the damage is going to go away. Instead, it will be a tradable.
La Crystal Maiden. Ulti la Weaver.
PSG LGD to try to go into the Roche pit.
Ese terror no le mete nadie, mano. Pero el problema es que no se vaya la metamorfosis del terror. ¿Cómo hace?
Yes, the timer gets added on top.
Yeah.
I wonder how many extra death seconds he got out of this, because he was alive for like a good 1 second after teleporting in.
Yeah,
so that's
a long time.
A net loss, trying to overtake Puppy's record of time spent dead at TI here. Whitemon.
Wow. Well, his is more out of quantity than anything.
That's true. He's got a lot of ways to go.
I mean, I'm sure you can compete with that despite only playing in a couple TIs, right?
That's a good joke, Sunsfan
Thank
TV.
You. Right, appreciate that, Sundarin.
Yep.
Let's get a cheer for that joke in chat, please. Really.
Like que le mete ulti al
Carl.
terror.
TP's back to base. Not sure why I mentioned that, but he has the Shadow Blade. Arcane Rune is bottled, so that's kind of a big deal. But like you said, despite that fight, still only a 1K net worth lead for LGD right now.
Wait, hang on. I just realized, who was it that had the most time dead? Puppy was third on that thingy. On the thingy, words fail me today.
Eloquent as always. 65%. Is this first? Is this surprising to you?
Shannon, tell me. Who has the most time spent dead? It was not Puppy.
I don't know.
Was it Core?
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Puppy was third.
This is the TI main stage, Cinderin.
Yeah, it was a nice graphic.
For God's sake.
Graphic was the word. It came to me in my
art.
¿Quién va a casar?
Here. What I think about the win expectancy.
No, venga,
coming in.
All right.
And Cuckoo gets some more damage. Okay, that's a random centaur from the Helm of the Dominator from Mr. Agri.
They know there's no RP.
Yeah, and another 10 seconds though, so it's coming in a bit close. Oh, we got the Horn Toss. Whitemon dead again. He's just racking up these deaths, but Cuckoo and company, E-Blade's not going to be enough to take out Faith Beyond. He's going to have RP now. Zephyr taking quite a bit of damage, but will back up to safety, and I think T1, you can see the Order skisses. This is definitely going to force them back. And the Dragon Knight initiates onto Cuckoo, has to press the attack himself. Looks like he will be able to walk away safely, though.
Se va a hacer roce en la cara de
It's looking like a potential LGD Roche. 5 seconds on Metamorph.
They're smoking.
They have RP, and they do have a really good ward here.
Carl gets Dragon Tail, but there's the press the attack save. 23 Savage.
Se ve y no va a conocer lo que es un buen ulti.
There's the skewer back into the Laguna plane. They're not going to be able to get the kill, but it's going to be a trade either way. Magnus not able to get off his RP. Pretty big deal, but a big cookie from Jin Q. The follow-up from Nothing to Say. They will have enough damage to tear through 65 seconds of no Lina.
That shard on Snap is so good. We already had a highlight clip earlier today, pre-match, when you saw Jin Q, I believe in one of the qualifiers, hitting a nutty one of those, and that one, another high-impact play.
Terrible, con ulti ni cagando, se lo bajan. ¿Cómo se lo van a bajar?
Into death. Yeah, they probably had all
the save is not enough, though. Press the attack. Usually a fail-safe. Not this time around. Just too much damage to work with on LGD's side. And that should finally mean Roche is conceded.
Gonna go the way of Ame here.
For shiny objects.
Working his way now toward a BKB. Just wants that safety against primarily the E-Blade, you would imagine, but also against the Lina Light Strike Array. It is a real feels-good item. Also helps a little bit against Crystal Maiden, who, you know, CM has this reputation of just falling off, right?
I thought you were going to say dying a lot.
Yeah, well,
she has a lot of reputation.
That's a part of it.
Yeah.
The thing is, over the last many years, like if you haven't watched too much Dota, Crystal Maiden has reached a point where she can actually scale pretty well and have really high impacts in the later, mid to later portions of the game, primarily because she's more gold in the game.
Ey, la primera vez en FPLP, así también. A ver, puntos.
In this game, though, Whitemon is at the bottom of the food chain.
Yes. This is looking like a patch from like 2 years ago, maybe.
Yeah, he
2.5
is
years ago.
very, very poor, and it just means you're food. Like, he dies to literally 3 attacks from Terrorblade. If he gets caught by anything, he's just gone. So Whitemon, there's a lot of pressure on him to stay very, very far back, get in a good position, and more than likely just accepting that freezing field is going to be exceptionally difficult to use here.
Oh, you do have to press the attack shard, Cinderin.
That's true.
To give you a brief moment of magic immunity.
1.75 seconds of ulti there.
Very good.
He could actually still
like you
just die
said,
to Terrorblade.
Either way, they have 2 BKB piercing stuns.
If you get one of those on the Maiden, you're probably happy though.
Yeah, that's a good point. We have Dragon Laser from Nothing to Say, Dragon Tail, Faith Beyond, Skewers back into the fray. An easy pickoff for LGD again. Still holding that Aegis for another 3 minutes. We'll see what they can do with this Dragon form. Will likely go for the tier 2 top.
Yeah.
Esta gente va a pushear.
Queuing up his own BKB as well. Seems like LGD are trying to hit a timing here with double BKB on Terrorblade as well as the Dragon Knight. Obviously, Terrorblade gets it a little bit earlier.
Yep.
But that is going to be a really big problem from T1. From a damage perspective, if your Lina is pressured in the fight so she has to run away, I don't think it can kill anyone in BKB. This Morphling build is not good against BKB. You have the Winkins as well as E-Blade. There's not a...
¿Banearon Tiny? Sí, fue el primero que banearon.
Just gonna go for it. Go high ground. 25 minutes, you have Aegis, you have all your cooldowns.
Yeah, why not?
La cagaron ya. Oye, hecho caliente uno.
Very quickly.
¿Van a arreglar la torre?
Hello. No fortification available either.
They're actually just giving this lane up because Cuckoo's dead. They can't defend.
Yeah. Can't blame them. Still 2 minutes on that Aegis. But like you said, it will be a completely free set of racks for LGD, who now sport an 8K net worth lead. Carl.
So clean, right? They see that they have enough time for this. They grab exactly what they can, get out, and lose nothing. Yeah. That was even with Dragon Form expiring about 2 seconds into the push. So high.
Oh, he gets the Nightmare off. That's the Aether Lens. Look at that ridiculous range. Of course, has features if they really need it, but it doesn't look like it'll come to be. Oh, press the attack. They're actually going to expend RP. This is a really important kill.
Sí que se van a degenerar.
It's going to take quite a bit, but nice catch there by Y.
Yeah, that was a little bit of miscommunication on LGD's part. They end up using both RP as well as grip through that skewer. But I don't know if T1 realized, so perhaps they're still going to be scared of the grip. I think Y canceled it very, very quickly.
Ah, no,
yeah,
se puede convertir en...
LGD is straight down mid.
¿Es un terror gigante?
Yeah, still a minute to burn. They want to force the buyback, I think. Yeah, absolutely. Can't blame them. The E-Blade to get it. Yeah, DK looks fine for now, but there's the duel. Can they save him? Carl off the BKB, trying to create as much space on the sideline. Laguna Blade blows up the bait in the meantime. Eventually, Cuckoo does fall. It's a 2-for-2 with the buyback now into Carl. And with that, PSG LGD will back away. Oh, they find the horn toss onto Zephyr and gets the time lapse off the full HP again. Still working on the Aghanim Scepter for himself, which is another turning point potential for T1.
Very close.
T1 gets something. Yeah.
Yep, they do. It's expensive to buy back your Lina, though. And just as expensive, you saw in that exact situation, if Bane had Fiend script there, I think they win the game. They would have just gripped the Lina.
No lo veo.
But Carl
No lo veo
go there
necesario.
straight in, kill up.
O sea, sí lo veo necesario, lo que no veo es que les haya comprado.
Like you said, the Weaver Axe is a big item this game against both RP as well as the Fiend script, trying to keep heroes alive. I believe the Fiend script should still be channeling. If you do get time lapse, it sticks on you basically, but the repositioning can be easily enough to save you, especially against Terrorblade. Oh, Zephyr!
Yeah.
Hello.
Showing here. Oh, the shard into the cookie. Goodbye. You talked about the power of Jin-Q Shard, and when you combine that with a Blink Dagger, it is very hard to avoid, even as a Weaver.
He was not expecting to find enemies there, but PSG LGD have that ward sentry combination. They were ready.
War has come to
And look at the discrepancy between 1 and 2 here, between 23 Savage and Ame.
Yep.
That is pretty gigantic.
Radiant's bottom tower is
And
under
it's
attack.
just growing from here. So Ame, what is he working on now? Obviously finished the Manta a while ago into the BKB and has his sights set towards Chrysalis. And then for 23 Savage on the other side, you talked about the Lincolns. I mean, would you change this build in any way? It feels like Lincolns is almost necessary, but at the same time, I mean, Lincolns doesn't feel that bad on more
Creo que el equipo de T1 se le espera.
Yeah, it's
you're
rough,
still lacking
right?
some damage, right?
Yeah, you are. Maybe he wants to bypass BKB entirely in his build and just trust Cuckoo to press the attack, the biggest key spell. But it still needs the Lincolns against the Bane, and I think his item build is fine. It's just, like you said, you need more. And the problem is, LGD have been ahead the whole game, just pushing in your waves better.
Yeah.
So Terrorblade will be that one major item ahead. And as far as Ame goes, he doesn't have a defensive item similar to Lincoln's. He has the BKB, which is super high impact for the type of team fights that LGD's lineup plays. It's very high burst. You get an RP, you get a grip, you get a Dragon Tail, and you just commit and go. The only thing you've had to worry about the whole game until now was that dragon, was the press the attack. But now there's a second quote-unquote press the attack from Zephyr. And this is a smoke timing for T1. They're gonna go for it.
Yeah, and this is gonna be the Axe reveal, like you said. So we'll see if PSG LGD play around that or not. But it could have huge impact, as apparently only one buyback in the game right now, for nothing to say.
Yeah, and also has a gem, and he's holding a very strong high ground position. Jin-Q.
Oh, yeah, he's
into Glimmer Cape, into Blink.
Dyer's bottom tower
All right.
is under attack.
Yeah, they thought that somebody was high ground, but they didn't know he was invisible as well, as Ame is going to show bot lane. And it looks like this tier 2 will fall as a result.
Just masterfully done from LGD, right? They avoid the smoke play, they get the stronger position, and they get a tower. So effectively, T1 smoke to lose there. Usually, the worst case scenario when you smoke, if you don't find a fight, is that the enemy team hides, but you gain some ground. You didn't even gain ground, you actually lost it.
Into the jungle, LGD goes. It's not an insurmountable lead for T1 to try to come back from.
Cuckoo.
Felt like a longer TP for where he ended up, but no, it's just in the fountain. Maybe not. Cutting it close there. Still working on his BKB. The second Roche is available. Who gets the charge?
I was gonna use it at first.
I mean, Faith Beyond already has his, right? So
You do a really good Sunspan impersonation. Did you know that?
oh boy, that's an insult. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it is.
Maybe you get the Demon Zeal. I'm not sure actually. This game. This is you could go for the Dragon Tail. Okay.
I actually think they're gonna give him.
Yep, there it is. Yep. You will consume it. The Demon Zeal, basically costing 20% of TB's HP, and you get movement speed, attack speed. While in melee form, you get even more.
It's a double up.
Yeah. Pretty strong, and especially when combined, like we talked about, with the Empower. I mean, not that he's having trouble farming right now, so this will add it to another level. As Faith Beyond, look at the skewer up into the Dragon Tail, and White Mon again. The crowd goes wild, yeah. They really like watching Crystal Maiden die.
I was like, damn, he only took 2 hits like expected. He even has a plate mail. Like, imagine if he did on the Maiden. It's tough times to be a Crystal Maiden in this game. You get caught by literally anything, you're just gone. So easy
She's
pick
quite
there.
slow.
Ni las manos pusieron.
Sadly. So Ame, I guess next item for him is actually just going to be the completed Daedalus, which I would assume takes the place of his boots if his Aegis is still in his inventory.
And worth keeping in mind when you have Satanic like this, Demon Zeal just feels good to use. You restore your health so fast anyway, so using it in fights, sometimes that can be a double-edged sword. Yeah, you get more damage, but you also take 20% health. Usually when you have Satanic, it doesn't really matter that much. All you need is to get in one attack when you're starting to struggle, and you're going to get all of that health left, health back right in. Here we go.
And here we have Meta popped again.
Oh, Carlos in position.
Oh, the skewer back with the horn toss set up into the RP, but no! Press the attack waveform is enough to bait out the RP. And T1, see if they want to try to take advantage of this. I mean, they're going to have to if this continues to go in LGD's favor with this push. E-Blade on Nami, you can see the jump in from nothing to say with an overwhelming blink being shown as Carl has to pop in. There is the duel. Do they have an attack on the Sunder from Ame, allowing the duel victory to go the way of nothing to say. He's just going to walk that one off, but 23 Savage can't walk that one off. That is just too much damage to withstand. And Carl jumps in. This is going to be the beginning of the end, I do believe. Although 2 buybacks come up for T1. And the Metamorphosis is running out, but again, he gets Demon to the work with Bane's going to take a tumble. Whitebond drops to the deck as well, 1 for 1. Laguna playing Ame, getting extremely low. That's just the Aegis, though. Carl completely out of mana. Nothing to say, is still alive for all this some way, somehow. Just going to apply all the pressure to the racks here. This will be a dieback onto Carl. And it looks like that is going to be enough to GG out of game 1. Like we talked about, Synderen, T1 have looked really good after that first day of the group stage, but LGD are just on another level of everyone so far. Just game 1, though. Do you know what LGD stands for, Sensfan? What's that?
Y casi
Looking good,
voto
dominating.
a...
God, that is
Lina, eran
awful.
4.
You know how to kill a cat.
Yes, that's what I do.
You know how to just ruin the moment.
I take a moment and I destroy it. Just like LGD did. T1 seemed like they had a couple of moments and they just got taken away right in front of them. It's not... There really isn't... You know what's...
Perdón, excuse me, ¿los ven por...?
A ver, ¿quién va a jugar? Espera eso.
Sing along if you've got it figured out.
Carajo.
Yeah, maybe a little bit. I think
Just a little.
their draft wasn't that bad versus OGD, but I think their concept on the draft maybe felt a bit off for them. I think usually what happens is if they can enable Cuckoo, him and the 2 supports will be able to make some plays. And like CM Weaver Legion, it didn't look like that this game. I think, honestly, a bit of the decisions that T1 made around their heroes looked off to me. Like, I think Cuckoo going for Armlet was not good for Terrorblade. I think CM had to go Max Nova this game in order for them to have a chance. Them not doing that, it just led to them not really being able to pressure OGD.
I mean, if you look at Cuckoo there, the Legion commander, no kills, but it wasn't just that, it was also his gold lead was actually quite far behind pretty much everyone. And seeing as this is a player that we talk about putting his farm priority ahead of his teammates, if he's not able to get anything done, not able to get some shopping in his car, Jenkins, how is the rest of his team going to have any hope?
You know, I think that naturally happens when you fall behind as an offlaner. It's just kind of the role that, like, once the map starts closing in, once the fights start happening, your mid and your carry get the priority, unfortunately for Master Cuckoo here. But to me, the biggest thing that I saw from LGD this game that made it look so dominating. And I think T1 actually, on the other side, and this is why the game took so long, T1 had some great aspects of this as well. They changed their timings. So nothing to say invis rotation towards that top tower with DK. So number one, he takes the mid tower with his DK form. And then right after that, he picks up an invis rune, and then he heads towards the top tower, and he sets up like a triple kill with the invis rune. And obviously that's something that like, you're not guaranteed an invis rune. So it's not like LGD is doing this in every game, but there's some equivalent, haste rune, whatever. And then after that, he gets his blink. They smoke directly into the triangle, which is the polar opposite area of the map. And then they get a kill there. And then from that, they have like a 3 to 4K gold lead at 10 minutes. And the game feels a lot easier than all of a sudden Cuckoo falls behind like we just saw. And I think on the other side, T1 actually chained timings like this as well. And
I'm so fucking unlucky with everything. I'm so fucking. I can't believe anything here. I'm so fucking unlucky with everything. Like, how does he not fucking die? Oh my god, dude. Oh my god. So, let's go back to the fantasy. Dude, I don't even know what who is playing who.
La verga. ¿Cuánto?
Oh my god. So, let's go back to the fantasy. Dude, I don't even know who is playing who. Dude, this is one dog ass fucking schedule, man. Like, what the fuck? Why can't I look at a list? Why can't I see a drop down? Well, I have to. Who's playing at 4 a.m., guys? Who's playing at 4 a.m.? I don't remember. I can't see anything. I just see 6 a.m. now. Why is there not like a drop down, dude? That fucking sucks, man. How are they so bad at designing it?
¿Qué? Ay, espérate.
To be fair, it's still bad because look at all this dead space, and they can easily cut this down the middle. Yeah, they can. There. Oh, tried to get the red. Oh, you got the red. So close. It would GG out right there. Walking down this. And these teams have a beef with each other. What I know. Who's them? Yeah, sure. They hate each other. Why? I can't say why. Come on. Kind of. Was it girlfriend incident? No, they just have a real beef. A real beef? Extra, okay. Yeah, it's an extra spicy. Alright. There's an anonymous beef going on here. Anonymous beef. I thought it would be I mean, you can tell Limp is like playing like this is the last game of his life, you know? In terms of micro movements, been 640 for the play. I'm enjoying the Dota today. How do I say I'm enjoying the Dota today in Spanish? Ja. Estoy disfrutando. I already forgot what else was. La Pinga Hoy.
Ah, no, le pegué. Y dije, ¿qué pasa? Le pegué, ¿no? Ahí tiene. ¿Dónde me ha seccionado? Quincy creo. No me ha seccionado. Qué predicción más mierda. Ya.
That then.
Yeah, I think the thing about the Morphling versus TB matchup is that Morphling can counter TB. A lot of it.
De perra. La tumba man, timado. Sep está practicando. Picante lo que practica Sep. A ver, miramos la jugador de. Jugador pro que Sep.
Radiant's courier has been slain. Marked my territory. Never refuse good given.
Nice.
Thanks. Not while I'm around.
A la verga, no, coñazo. Vamos a ver el poderoso Sep primero, tío. Ah, se le fue.
Dire's middle tower is not what it used to be. That is for certain. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack! My path leads to riches. Dire's bottom tower is under attack! Dire structures can take all the hurt Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's tower is under attack. Radiant's towers are fortified, just like ours. Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower has fallen. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Still be stabbed. Dire's courier has been slain. Axe's axe. Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack. Like axe, the Dire structures cannot be hurt. Much like cordwood before Axe's axe, Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is taking many wounds.
老干爹这个队在 dota 圈里面一直存在，并且顶尖，这不得不得。
Much like cordwood before Axe's axe, Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's top tower has fallen. Prepare for a lesson. Tide has turned. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is not what it used to be. That is for certain. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Waters rise. The red mist spreads at Radiant's middle tower. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. bottom tower is taking many. I like what I see. Radiant's top tower is under attack. The Radiant dislike Roshan very much. Top tower is under attack. Much like cordwood before axe's axe, Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire structures are fortified. Radiant structures are fortified. Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's top tower has fallen. Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
We've seen a couple of Dawnbreakers being played as a position 4/5 so far. Still flex.
Porque le dejaría en mal lugar. No ocurrió bajo mi supervisión. Usted debe poner orden en su oficina. La luz del sol es el mejor desinfectante. ¿Se lo enseñó su madre? No, Harvey, me lo enseñó la vida. Ese hombre es inocente. Pues debería haber ido a juicio. Ocultaron las pruebas. Pues sacarás.
Turn to pick.
Mike, permítanos. ¿Sabes si me va a hacer otro que me dijo que se me ocurre?
10 seconds remaining.
Sí, bueno.
5 seconds remaining. Radiant team banned.
Medusa.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team banned. Radiant team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team pick.
Armor as well. Have to worry because now like the lion.
5 seconds remaining.
A ver.
It's just